Welcome to Backscout Automobile 1. Today we are stepping into a machine that feels like it has been reborn from the golden era of American muscle, yet reshaped for a future where power, technology and design exist in perfect balance. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 454 is not just a name revival, it is an evolution of raw street performance blended with modern engineering precision. From the very first moment, it doesn't try to impress quietly. It announces itself with confidence, aggression, and presence. And now we begin our cinematic walk around, starting from the rear of the car. The rear design of the 2026 Nova SS 454 immediately sets the tone. A wide planted stance gives the car a strong muscular foundation. The taillights are thin, sharp, and horizontally stretched, creating a modern reinterpretation of the classic Nova identity. A full-width LED light signature connects both sides, glowing like a continuous pulse of energy. The Nova SS 454 badge sits at the center of the trunk lid, not just as branding but as a statement of performance heritage. The rear bumper is sculpted with deep aerodynamic cuts, and a functional diffuser sits underneath, guiding airflow with purpose. Quad exhaust outlets sit symmetrically, producing a deep, low-frequency rumble that feels more like controlled thunder than sound. Even at idle, the car feels alive. A subtle integrated spoiler rises slightly from the trunk, improving stability without disturbing the clean muscle silhouette. Now we slowly move the camera toward the front. As the angle shifts, the personality of the Nova SS 454 begins to change. The front fascia is aggressive yet refined. A wide blacked-out grille dominates the face of the car, giving it a strong road presence. The Chevrolet bowtie emblem sits centered, illuminated subtly in certain driving modes. The headlights are sharp LED projectors with a split design, giving the car a focused and slightly intimidating expression. The hood is long and sculpted, featuring dual heat extractors that hint at the power underneath. Subtle power bulges run through the center, reinforcing the car's muscle identity. This is not a soft design. It is built to look fast even when standing still. Now we rotate toward the front left angle. From this perspective, the proportions of the 2026 Nova SS 454 become even more dramatic. The car sits low, wide and extremely aggressive. The wheel arches are heavily flared, housing 20-inch performance alloy wheels with a multi-spoke forged design. The tires are wide, emphasizing grip and stability, hinting at the power that is being transferred to the rear wheels. The body lines flow cleanly from front to rear, avoiding unnecessary complexity. Every curve has a purpose. The fastback-inspired roofline slopes gently into the rear deck, giving the car a coupe-like silhouette while maintaining its classic muscle proportions. The side skirts are slightly extended, improving aerodynamics and visually lowering the stance even further. Now we move toward the front right angle. This view highlights balance and symmetry. The Nova SS 454 feels planted, almost like it is gripping the road even while parked. The aerodynamic design elements become more visible here, including small air channels integrated into the front bumper that help reduce drag and improve cooling efficiency. The reflections on the body reveal how carefully the surface has been sculpted. It is not flat or overly complex, it is smooth, flowing and intentional. The design communicates one message clearly: performance first, everything else second. Now we take a brief pause to talk about pricing. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 454 is expected to sit in a performance-oriented modern muscle segment, with an estimated price range of around $75,000 to $95,000 depending on configuration, performance package, and optional track upgrades. This places it below exotic sports cars but firmly above entry-level muscle, targeting enthusiasts who want raw power with modern usability. Now we move inside the cabin. The interior of the Nova SS 454 is where tradition meets modern technology. As soon as you enter, the driver-focused layout immediately stands out. The dashboard is slightly angled toward the driver, reinforcing the idea that this car is built for control and engagement. A fully digital instrument cluster sits behind a flat-bottom performance steering wheel. The interface is customizable, offering performance telemetry, speed data, G-force readings, and driving mode visualization. In the center, a large infotainment screen provides navigation, connectivity, and vehicle settings, but it never distracts from the driving experience. The materials inside are a mix of modern performance and subtle luxury. Alcantara wraps key touchpoints, while leather seating surfaces provide comfort for long drives. Carbon fiber trim accents run across the dashboard and center console, reinforcing the performance identity. Ambient lighting lines subtly trace the interior, creating a futuristic glow at night without overwhelming the cabin. The seats are deep performance buckets designed to hold the driver firmly in place during aggressive driving. They offer heating, cooling, and electronic adjustment, balancing track capability with everyday comfort. Now we rotate toward the rear left side of the car. From this angle, the muscle proportions become even more evident. The rear fender arches look powerful and wide, emphasizing rear-wheel drive dynamics. The glasshouse flows smoothly into the rear deck, maintaining aerodynamic efficiency while preserving classic muscle proportions. The stance from this angle feels stable and aggressive, as if the car is permanently ready to launch forward. Now we shift toward the rear right side. Here the symmetry of the design is fully visible. The quad exhaust setup looks perfectly integrated into the rear diffuser. The LED lighting signature wraps around the edges cleanly, giving the car a modern but unmistakably American identity. Every detail feels balanced, from the bumper sculpting to the trunk alignment. Now let's talk about performance under the hood. The 2026 Nova SS 454 carries a heavily re-engineered 7.4-liter naturally aspirated V8, staying true to the legendary 454 heritage name. It is paired with modern fuel management systems and lightweight internal components for improved efficiency and responsiveness. The engine produces approximately 650 horsepower and massive torque output, delivering instant throttle response with no delay. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 10-speed automatic transmission, tuned for both comfort and aggressive shifting. The acceleration is brutal yet controlled, capable of launching from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.6 seconds. The exhaust note is deep, mechanical, and emotional, echoing the classic muscle era but refined for modern standards. Driving modes completely transform the personality of the car. In comfort mode, it becomes smooth and manageable for daily driving. In sport mode, the steering tightens, throttle response sharpens, and the exhaust opens up fully, turning the Nova SS 454 into a completely different beast. Advanced systems include traction management, adaptive suspension, launch control, and performance data recording. However, despite all the modern assistance, the car never loses its raw, mechanical soul. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 454 is not trying to be subtle or silent. It is designed to be felt, heard, and experienced. It carries the legacy of American muscle and pushes it into a future where performance still matters more than silence. And that is what makes it unforgettable. This is not just a car revival. This is the return of an attitude. Thank you for watching Backscout Automobile 1. If you enjoyed this cinematic ride, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more futuristic automotive concepts. See you in the next one.